Nelson has arrived from South Africa, and he may have a good reason to be nervous of the detector dogs.
Okay, Nelson, why did you change your flight?
I got sick.
Are you better now? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
So you got to Johannesburg and then you booked a ticket to Australia. So originally you were just
So I came from London
to Johannesburg.
to Johannesburg.
But today you're supposed to be back in London rather than being in Sydney.
Right.
If you suddenly want to come to Australia, there must be something you want to look at.
The kangaroos, watched that show, Steve, and seen a lot of basically
The show, the Steve, the crocodile guy.
the crocodile guy. So I know quite a bit about Australia.
You don't know many of the sites though. Can you tell me anything about Sydney that you know?
About Sydney, they have the opera house.
Opera House, yep. Is this your wallet?
Yeah.
Just going to run a little swab over it. This is to test to see whether you've been in contact with any narcotics.
Okay.
Have you been in contact with any narcotics?
I don't know.
Well, you either know or you
Just
don't.
in case somebody was beside. No.
I asked whether you had used it, not anyone
Oh
else.
no,
I
if
don't
I
care
I don't use this.
Okay. The reason I'm asking you is just to simply find out whether you have, so if I do this iron scan, it does come up with marijuana or cocaine or heroin or ecstasy or whatever,
Right.
I know whether you've lied to me or not.
That clarifies the image a bit more.
The bag's clear,
So good.
but the passenger's story is not.
The only one thing I don't understand is you said you've always wanted to come to Australia.
Yeah,
The
I
only
have
thing
to
you can mention to me is one spot.
I know. I mean, it's
I just find that unusual. I
It's
find
a-
that very unusual. I've
I
worked
know,
here for
I know.
9 years,
I know.
and I find that unusual. I find your travel movements unusual.
right.
I find the fact that you actually bought a ticket to go back to London today. You changed your ticket because you were sick. You're only going to spend 4 days in South Africa
Tickets,
rather
yeah.
than 9 days.
Tickets are usually cheaper when you buy them that way.
You say you're here for 2 weeks. You've got a ticket to leave Australia in 2 days.
That's why.
This is what I don't understand. And this is what I'm going to get you to tell me in the next couple of minutes, all right? He doesn't have a clue about Sydney. He doesn't have a clue.
Got something.
Check that out, mate. Thank you.
A swab of his belongings may indicate if he has been in contact with narcotics.
Now that's just positive for cocaine.
We took an iron scan before. It came up for a reading of cocaine.
Okay.
All right, so I'm only going to ask you once only. When's the last time you used cocaine? I'm not asking if, I'm asking when.
I don't use cocaine.
You've never used cocaine?
No. I don't even smoke. I don't drink.
You've never touched cocaine, wouldn't know what it looks like.
No.
With his bags and belongings given the all clear, officers remain concerned that the passenger may be concealing narcotics. This is when the detector dog will assist the investigation.
I'm going to run the dog over him first.
She has been trained to sit if she detects drugs.
Well, the dog may have responded to leakage, which as he's inserted it, they have to clench to keep it concealed inside their bodies.
That dog showed a positive reaction to you, sat down right next to you. Just going to ask you, are you carrying anything around your groin? Are you carrying anything on your body?
And am I carrying? No.
No? Not carrying anything illegal around your body at all?
No.
Have you swallowed any drugs? Have you stuffed any drugs inside you?
No.
A frisk search will now be conducted on the outside of his body to check for any concealments.
Easy.
Even though the frisk is negative, there is enough evidence to show that he may be carrying narcotics internally. Just spoke to my supervisor. What we're going to do is we're just going to take you to an interview room. There's a few more questions, obviously, I'd like to ask you, as I said to you before, and we'll go from there, all right? He is now escorted to an interview room and the Australian Federal Police are called. Basically right now is the person's refused consent for an internal search. I've never had a person refuse to sign and not have anything. Nelson consented to an internal search. Medical staff scanned his abdomen. Over the next 9 hours, Nelson passed 76 pellets wrapped in tape. These pellets contained high-grade cocaine worth $629,000. Nelson said a man offered him $4,000 US to bring the cocaine into Australia.
One dog, who has just graduated from training, is about to get his first real run on a passenger suspected of carrying drugs. An experienced drug detector dog has already reacted strongly to this French passenger.
What's happened at the moment is we've had a fairly strong dog indication at the primary line. We've processed the passenger at the primary line. We've brought him through. I've had a bit of a chat to him. He's basically started with saying that he's never touched drugs in his life. I've basically got him down to he's just had a smoke of cannabis before he's got off the just got onto the plane, which happens a lot in this scenario. So we brought him through. We're just about to have his bag searched, and we're going to take it from there.
Customs want to see if the new dog will detect the same odours picked up by the experienced dog.
Not all drugs smell the same, and it just basically opens the dog's parameters up a little bit more, and just helps it improve its search technique a little bit further down the track. All right, we'll just get you to wait there. All right, we're just going to get another dog, okay, to come over and search. All right. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. I'll just get you to stand here like this for me. All right. Won't be a minute. All right, we'll get the dog. Classic indication is the dog will actually become a little bit more frantic, become a little bit more excited.
Sit.
And that was basically enough for us to tell us that the dog has indicated that there was a target odour in the area, and we just took it from there.
Do you want a drink of water? You all right? If you have nothing on you, you have nothing to be worried about.
Officers are preparing to conduct a frisk search when the passenger makes a startling admission.
What do you have? Just a joint?
One joint.
Okay, and where is it?
That's why I don't want. I just don't want to say to you.
All right, okay.
If you want to give, I give you out, but you don't want to see me. You're making my.
All right, no, it's got a joint. All right. So I might get you guys to caution him. Yeah. Okay, Sabrina.
I will.
I just need you to listen to what I'm saying. Okay? I'm going to caution you. You do not have to say or do anything, but anything that you do say or do may be used as evidence. Do you understand this?
Yes.
You understand? Can you repeat to me what you understand of this?
All you say to me is I understand what all you say to me. That I don't.
You do not have to say or do anything.
Yes.
Anything that you do say or do
Yes,
may be
okay.
used as evidence.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay. Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
All right, Betty. It's just where it's located in your underwear, is it?
No, it's my.
These officers will just they'll take you in the interview room, okay? All right, and they'll have to chat to you. All right.
What I will have a prison or no?
Oh, the
This
officers will
French
have a talk to
passenger
you,
is
guys.
anxious about what will happen to him now that he's confessed to carrying drugs.
So I thought it was not a problem here. I took just one joint.
The officers will have a talk to you when you go in there, okay? All right. He's basically admitted to us that he's got a quantity of cannabis resin, which is commonly known as hash, and he's basically got that firmly inserted between his butt cheeks. So what will happen now, we'll take it off to the interview room, and we'll give him a body search, and just make sure he hasn't got any more that he says he has, and we'll finalise the process in there.
Inside the room, the passenger is anxious but cooperative.
We'll detain him or frisk him.
Yeah, okay.
He's just worried that we're going to cancel his visa and send him back now.
Okay.
The passenger removes a tiny block from his body, and Customs call in the Australian Federal Police.
He's a lot calmer now that he's removed it. Still a bit nervous because he's not quite sure what's going to happen to him.
The Federal Police interviewed the passenger at length, but because the quantity of hashish was only 0.003 grams, the passenger was cautioned and allowed to go.
Then they say to me that if they find me another time with drugs, I will go to prison. I think to jail.
I think in the back of the mind he'll think twice about doing something like that again. A silly move at the end of the day for the amount of gear that was found and for the amount of torment he's gone through over the last sort of half an hour or so. Yeah, I think he's learned his lesson.
It's been a great first day for the rookie, and all the training looks to have paid off.
We're very happy the way this has happened today. Look, the significance of the seizure in a customs perspective isn't that great, but for our dog unit and our dog's development, yeah, it's a really good seizure. So, a great result for the dogs.
At Sydney's International Mail Centre, an officer and another drug detector dog are inspecting various packages.
What's this?
If the dog sits in front of an item, it's a good indication that there has been some contact with narcotics.
Good boy, matey. Good fella.
This is exactly the reaction he was looking for. The parcel is handed over to Officer Caine, who will X-ray the item, looking for inconsistencies that could indicate a drug concealment.
I've had a look at the X-ray and there doesn't seem to be anything too unique about it. Just kind of looks like a poster. But the dog's had a really strong reaction to it, so I've had it opened by Australia Post. Just looks like just a roll of plastic. Maybe a lamination or a laminate machine, possibly a roll. It's not going to a business, is it?
No, it's not.
What do you think? That's how you'd kind of expect it to feel?
Yeah, pretty light.
It seems to be pretty consistent with what I'd expect. Can't see any real indication that there's anything untoward.
The small 2-metre roll of plastic has Officer Caine puzzled as to why the drug detector dog reacted to it. So, if narcotics are present, they are well concealed.
Is there anything else in that?
No, there's nothing else.
So, if there's nothing concealed inside the cylinder packaging, it's back to the plastic itself.
I'm struggling to make sense of it. It seems to be almost an industrial type object. I'm just leaning towards starting to think about impregnation within this material. So we'll try and do some testing on this and see what we can find. I've seen intelligence reports on similar concealment methods, but we've never actually seen it. So if there is cocaine embedded in there, it would be very interesting to see. I might just cut a small slice off and put it inside the nick test.
This simple test could reveal the emergence of a new trend in international drug trafficking methods.
It's a negative result on that. We'll do an itomizer scan on it. We'll get a swab and see if it gets any reaction. There we go, cocaine. Strength of 2.79, so that's a good result.
This is one of the first times this type of concealment, devised in the laboratories of South America, has been seen.
It's amazingly well concealed, very hard to tell. When we have a powder that we've found inside something, it's there, and you can see it with this. It's a very sophisticated method of concealment and quite a surprise to get the positive result.
And then, just days later, officers have made a further discovery. Officer Kerry is briefing her supervisor.
We did checks on this name, and we also did checks on this address. It is exactly the same name and exactly the same address as the rolls of plastic that contained cocaine.
They're just blank pages.
It just looks like it.
And if you were to flick through the photo album, there is no way you would pick it up and say, that actually contains drugs.
The plastic film was referred to the Australian Federal Police. It was found to contain 25 grams of cocaine. The 2 photo albums were also referred to the AFP. Investigations into both imports are continuing. At Sydney's Mail Handling Centre, quarantine sniffer dogs are routinely brought in to inspect the huge volume of goods entering Australia through the post every day.
Yeah, we won't walk around there.
These dogs are able to detect even the tiniest traces of animal or plant material amongst thousands of boxes.
It's fun. Good boy. Good boy. Ready? Up. Good dog.
AC has reacted to one package which will now have to be examined.
It's quite large, obviously the dog's picked it up. It's declared as business papers, which is interesting. It's declared as business papers. but it looks like it's going to be full of sort of fresh cuttings or...
It's all cuttings, plant material.
Yeah.
Plant material, even if it looks dried out and dead, can pose a major quarantine risk.
All that's in here is just live plants, so just pull a couple of these out and see if there's any material in there that might be harbouring insects or anything like that. Just give these a bang here. Oh, there we go. There's something there. Some type of mosquito. It's come off there. So
Mosquitoes are among the biggest natural killers on the planet, thanks to their ability to spread diseases like malaria and dengue fever. It only takes a few stray insects to cause a major problem.
There could also be some eggs in there from the mosquitoes because they're known for laying eggs where they only need a small amount of moisture and they could lay hundreds of eggs, so you don't know how long he's been in there.
The problem is that mosquitoes are tiny and tough and can survive for days inside a box like this.
Okay, we'll give this a quick spray. Just in case there's any flying around in there still.
The officers run their dogs, Archie and Leo, past all the arriving passengers.
There you go, we're just screening for drugs with the drug detector dog here tonight. Good boy.
All the checked baggage on the carousel will also be assessed.
Can you walk in single file? We're just screening for drugs, you can keep walking, it's fine. Yeah, fun it. Good boy.
So far on this flight, everything looks clear. But then, as the last passengers enter the terminal, Leo reacts.
Good boy. Good boy. Hey, buddy, can I just get this over here with me for a second, please? That dog's just given a positive indication. It's a drug detector dog. It's provided a positive indication that you've got some sort of narcotic on you. No worries. In that bag? No worries. All right, mate.
There is a good chance this man could be in serious trouble, as it was a very strong response from the detector dog.
Okay, you're in our custody at the moment. You're not free to leave, all right? Okay, it's coming. Drug detector dog's just provided indication on a fellow getting off the plane, carrying this small roller suitcase. Inside it, we've located what we believe is about 10 kilograms of kava.
Kava is a drink with anesthetic properties, and it has been used in the South Pacific for thousands of years. But in Australia, it is illegal to be in possession of more than 2 kilograms.
Looks like we've got about 10 packages there of 1 kilogram each. It'll be broken up into small bags, freezer bags, tied off, of about 20 grams each, which typically sell for about $25 to $30.
Just I'm going to search this bag as well, Paulina.
The man admits he has more kava in his other bag.
My auntie was picking it. So you don't know how much is in here? There's 4. At least 6, maybe a little bit more.
Maybe 6,
Yeah.
You're under arrest, all right, for possession of a traffic quantity of kava. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we have to take you back to the police station so we can discuss it. The fellow that we've just arrested in relation to the kava, we just learnt that he's got some checked baggage.
The man's checked luggage must now be scrutinised.
He's told us that he's bringing the kava up to deliver it to a relative up here. He's been paid $500 for it, and he's travelling back to New South Wales tomorrow and off to New Zealand in a couple of days. Whether it's getting on-sold is another thing, but it's certainly a large amount for personal consumption. He's saying that this is a taro. He's been caught with kava in his bags. We'll have to check to make certain anyway. Yeah, it's not kava.
The rest of the man's luggage turns out to be taro, which is not a prohibited plant, but the kava is a different story.
He has 20 kilos on a conservative figure. You know, it's sold in 15 to 20 gram bags for up to $30. So, you know, even if at a conservative estimate, if you said $1 a gram, 20 kilos, 20 grams.
Today, at the International Mail Centre in Sydney, Border Force Officer Dean and Detector Dog Rusty are about to begin their shift.
We're going to be screening parcels and letters out of the Netherlands. So we'll lay the parcels out and tell him to find it, and he'll go up and down the line 3 or 4 times. And if he shows any interest to any parcels, then it's a fair indication that there could be a narcotic in there. Come on, buddy.
Rusty is trained to detect Class A drugs, and he will sit beside any suspect package he finds.
Up, buddy. Up. Find it. Our dogs are generally trained to detect cocaine, heroin, MDMA, and pseudoephedrine. Hey, buddy.
Rusty singles out a grey package from the line and is rewarded for his efforts.
Oh, good boy, Rusty. Good boy, buddy. Yay, good boy.
It's likely the package contains narcotics, so officers will now investigate further.
What do you got? So we'll go and examine it, and hopefully it'll be a positive detection.
The declaration says the package contains a DVD, but the X-ray image indicates there may be something additional which shouldn't be in there.
You can see some inconsistencies on the right here. It looks like crystals because of the greenish colour showing on the image.
The grey package will be taken for further inspection, but first, officers have a second lot of envelopes sent from the Netherlands that also need checking.
They're all going to the same address. They just feel really light and a bit sus.
There is no declaration, but the X-ray image indicates the envelopes contain 2 small fluorescent light components, and officers immediately notice something unusual.
They look like starters there, but within starters, it shouldn't look like that. There's organic substance in there. That shouldn't be there, so further examination required.
Once in the examination room, officers first open the grey package that supposedly contains a DVD.
We've got something in a resealable bag. It says not for human consumption, methiopropamide.
What's that?
No idea. Let's test it and find out what it really is.
One of the resealable bags is opened to reveal a white powder, and a sample is placed inside a narcotics indicator kit.
Fair bit in there, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
If it's positive, the liquid will change to a dark blue colour.
It's a strong change, isn't it?
Yeah. Positive for methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine is a stimulant drug and an illegal import into Australia.
Just going to test the other bag.
The white powder in the second bag is tested, and it's another strong positive result.
It's a great hit. Any hit is a great hit. You can find a kilo of this, or we can find a gram. At the end of the day, it's a hit, and we've done our job, and the community is protected.
But the job's not over yet, as officers turn their attention to the 4 white envelopes also sent from the Netherlands.
Surely they'd be pretty cheap to buy in the store, yeah?
Yeah, they're about 50 cents each, so why would you send something like this through international mail?
All the way from Europe.
All the way from Europe.
Suspecting illicit drugs may be the reason, officers open one of the canisters.
There's a bag in there with, it looks like crystals, brownish coloured crystal. The odour of it smells like MDMA, but we can confirm that by testing it through the nick test.
A narcotics test will reveal exactly what the substance is, as officers look for a significant colour change. It's a strong positive result for methamphetamine, and as all 4 of the envelopes are opened, identical concealments are discovered in each one.
Same substance by the look of it. Same odour.
It's been a successful day at the mail centre, and Officer Dean knows who to thank.
Good fella! Oh, good boy.
Today, Border Force Police Officer Dave is collecting his best mate Louie before starting their shift.
Up you come. That's a boy. Louie's a narcotic detector dog. He's trained on all our sort of illicit substances. I've trained him right from the very start, and we've had success together, and it's pretty rewarding.
The detector dogs are picked up from here every morning for deployment, and today officers Dave and Silas, along with their canines, are headed to the Melbourne International Mail Centre.
There's different jobs at the post that we've got to do. There's a certain amount of mail trays that we've got to clear, parcels that we've got to clear. So that's our first job today.
At the mail centre, thousands of packages are processed every day, and that's where Louie comes in.
Come on. Yeah, let's go.
With their strong sense of smell and powerful retrieve drive, the dogs are a fast and efficient detection tool for officers.
For us to just be able to lay it down and then sort of rely solely on the dog to give us some kind of area to start searching and looking, it's pretty crucial.
Louie's first task is to check a load of mail from the United Kingdom, and he knows what he's here to do.
The mission today is to find some drugs. Hopefully, he's on his game today. That'd be nice if he is. Let's go, buddy. Up, find it.
Almost immediately, Louie sits, indicating there may be narcotics in one of the envelopes nearby.
Good boy, mates. Good boy. Ah, good boy, buddy. Good boy, mate.
He is rewarded for his efforts, and Officer Dave will now investigate further.
Very rarely does he give me a reaction like that that isn't a true reaction, so I'm pretty confident there's going to be narcotics in here. No, it's... Oh, good boy.
The mail, identified by Louie, is taken to the deconstruction room, where two particular envelopes require a closer look. The first appears to contain very little, but is heavily taped, which raises suspicion.
Cardboard there. It's a bit strange.
As they carefully cut through yet another layer, they find a heat-sealed bag inside.
Heat seal is supposed to hide the odour, but we just saw it with Louie then. He's all over it. Our dogs have got very strong noses, a lot stronger than humans, so he's done well.
Inside the heat-sealed bag, officers find a concealment of what they suspect is narcotics.
You can see that white sort of powder.
Fellow Officer Michelle is called over to carry out testing on the contents.
And there's our crystal white powder.
First Defender laser technology will identify exactly what the substance is.
And it's come up as ketamine.
Ketamine is used by medical practitioners as a general anaesthetic and, in the wrong hands, can be deadly. It's an illegal import into Australia.
I'll crack this one open and have a look.
And it may not be the only illicit substance which Detector Dog Louie has picked up.
Looks like a powder.
A second envelope, also sent from the UK, reveals another heat-sealed bag containing a suspicious substance.
See that?
Oh, this one appears as if it might have a few substances. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So we've got a white powder or crystal there, and a brown crystal there.
Once deconstructed, it's clear the envelope contains two bags.
I'm just going to test the white powder first.
First Defender gives another clear, positive result.
Ah, it's actually come up ketamine.
The second substance is suspected to be MDMA, otherwise known as ecstasy. A narcotics indicator kit is used for confirmation.
And now it should go to a blue colour, which indicates MDMA. And straight away, it's gone to MDMA.
It's been a successful day, and Officer Dave doesn't forget to thank Louie for all his hard work.
Yeah, good boy, mate. We put a lot of work in our dogs and we trust our dogs. And to find something that you've trained the dog on from an early age, it's very rewarding.
Biosecurity Biosecurity detector dogs help intercept thousands of high-risk items each year, which potentially harbour dangerous diseases and harmful pests.
Whoa! You didn't notice all the ants on the fish when you come here to Australia? No?
A detector dog's sense of smell is thousands of times greater than that of a human, making them highly effective at locating organic matter.
Come on.
Today, in Sydney, detector dog Axel is about to go on duty. He will be screening the luggage of incoming passengers, including these travellers arriving from China. If Axel detects a target scent, he will stop and sit.
Yes.
Now the woman's luggage will need to be thoroughly inspected.
Bring your trolley with me, please. Come this way. The dog has smelt something in the bag. We're not sure what it is. So the dog handler has asked me to run it through the X-ray, and I can see organic images on the X-ray already. This item here, I would say it's a food item. I'm not sure what it is, but once I'll open the bag up, I'll know what it is.
The woman is travelling with her son, and they have both declared that they are not carrying any food or other organic matter.
Okay, I need to ask you some questions. Are these your bags?
Yes.
Do you have anything else to declare at all?
No.
Okay.
But on opening the bags, it's confirmed that detector dog Axel was correct.
This food. You must say yes to food.
And the passengers have made a false declaration, which could incur a sizable penalty.
When he asked you the questions about any food, you said you understand, yeah? So this is food. Why did you say no? It's an unidentified plant material, and because there's no label, it's not commercially packed. And it's got a bit of weeds in it, so it's contaminated.
And that is not the only concern.
We actually found a insect crawling on the bag, and we will send it off to our entomology lab to get further tested and to see, identify what type of insect we have. This goes to show why it's a very big risk to Australia, because it introduces exotic pests and disease.
And suspicions are raised further as more undeclared items are discovered to be stashed in some odd places.
Okay, anything inside here? This item concealed inside the kettle. There is a lot of organic material in there, lots of freshly cooked food items, and I'm a bit concerned as to why they would conceal this in their bags, but inside other containers.
With the officers suspecting that the passengers are deliberately hiding items, attention is turned to a black and white jacket that the mother was trying to avoid having inspected.
The passenger was reluctant for us to have a look at this jacket.
And close analysis of the X-ray indicates that there may be a further concealment of hidden goods.
Obviously, she must be hiding something in there, so we want to see what it is inside.
I had a suspicion, looking at the X-ray, that it was bird's nest.
Edible bird's nest is made from the spit of a small bird and is considered a delicacy in Chinese cuisine, fetching up to $3,000 per kilogram. But its importation into Australia is strictly prohibited.
It's a deliberate concealment.
It definitely concealed. They didn't want us to find it.
That's right. It's a high risk coming into the country.
You know, we've had bird's nest, avianza, flu, not that long ago. This is what we're protecting our bird industry, our poultry industry. So bird's nest is the definite out.
And the situation becomes even more serious as yet another high-risk prohibited item is found to be concealed in the jacket.
Not only do they have bird's nest, we've got these cordyceps, which are probably straight out of a market area.
Cordyceps are a parasitic fungus used in Chinese medicine to improve sexual drive and virility.
And this poses a risk because of the bacteria contained in the item.
We've got some more bird's nest, which was also concealed in one of the bags over here, inside the clothing. And lying at the bottom of the bag under all the clothing, it's a whole fish. The heads are still on, the internal organs are intact. There's probably maggots crawling in and out of this right now.
Prohibited and infested items like these present enormous biological risks, which is why the penalties for their importation can be severe.
The thing that I'm worried about is that these items can be prosecuted. They can be prosecuted and it could go into the thousands of dollars. I have a hard decision to make right now, whether to fine them or to prosecute them.
The main concern for us is our agricultural industry in Australia, and having travelled before, they know the rules.
The passengers are now facing a large fine, even prosecution.
It's quite clear to me that you can actually speak English and you and I can communicate. So tell me, why did you not declare any of these food items on this card?
I don't know for this one, what to do.
Well, you have whole fish. You have bird's nest. This bird's nest was hidden inside your jacket. Why did you hide it inside the jacket?
I don't know what doing it. That's okay.
Yeah. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. You're going to be fined $340 for not declaring these items. My colleague and I have discussed it. You're lucky you're not going to be prosecuted. The consequences can be much more than $340. That could be thousands, even imprisonment. Do you understand?
Yes.
What you did today was very wrong.
Okay.
With their exotic goods being confiscated, along with the cost of their fine, it's an expensive lesson for this mother and son. Today, this US citizen has been stopped for further questioning after a positive reaction from one of the drug detector dogs.
The dog has shown a bit of interest in him. We've got concerns that he may be carrying something with him today due to his inconsistent travel movements. And yeah, he's raised suspicion, so we'll be conducting some searches and tests and questioning today.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. How long are you here for?
14 days.
14 days, and what are you going to be doing now?
I'm visiting my sister and friends.
And your sister lives at this address here?
That's correct.
His story sounds plausible, and even though they have completed the bag search, it's the results of an earlier swab test that concerns officers.
And it's given me a positive reaction for methamphetamines.
Excuse me?
It's given me a positive reaction for methamphetamines.
Impossible.
You can't explain that all?
There is nothing.
You told me that this is your bag and no one else has been in contact with this bag. Okay?
That's impossible.
His story has been quite consistent. However, there's areas where he was a bit vague, so we'll just be questioning further until we get answers that we're happy with.
How long have you had this bag for?
3 years.
3 years. And you're the only person that's
I'm the only
been in
person.
contact with it.
That's
So
right.
how can you explain to me these readings?
There's nothing in there. You can go with the car.
The concern for officers is that his bag appears to have been tampered with. So an X-ray will be conducted to check for concealment.
Fairly consistent. Looks like it's got a little bit of a thickness in the base. Could be something there.
When was the last time you were here?
It was last year. I don't remember. I told her. I think it was September, if I'm not wrong.
Yep.
But
his vague answers concern officers, so his previous travel movements are checked out, and they are surprised to find that in the last year, the man has actually visited Australia 4 times.
You're happy with him?
No, not really.
No. He can't really explain his travel to me. Like, his frequent travel, he can't remember like how many times he travels.
I don't like the high readings of the bag.
Unusual travel movements, drug trace readings, and the suspicion that his bag has been tampered with give a strong indication that there may be a concealment.
I'm freaking out right now because you got the positive things, but there is nothing in there for sure, 100%.
But another swab test of his bag has given a similar result as before.
We've conducted an iron scan on the bag, and it's come up positive, quite a high reading for methamphetamine. We will be conducting a frisk search as a result of that to assess whether he is actually carrying something on his body.
Because an X-ray of his bag shows strong evidence of a concealment and there are signs of tampering under the lining, his bag is taken to the tool room.
There was a fairly consistent material across the base. That could just be a piece of wood.
or it could be something else, you know. We don't know.
So the officers have no choice but to drill into the bag. The frisk search is negative, but if he is to be given the all clear, this depends on results of the test of material extracted from his bag lining.
Okay.
Nobody put anything in the bag.
Nobody like who?
Nobody that you know of. Could have tampered with your bag.
I know.
It's still coming back for traces of cocaine and methamphetamines. So what we'll do now, we'll see if we can find any powder in there, possibly.
Or you can slice it open, or...
We'll cut that open and there doesn't seem to be any powder in there. So, yeah, there's no powder in there. Yeah, we've gone through it now. We've drilled the top piece and we've also pulled out the sticker tape section there as well. There doesn't seem to be anything inside, so I probably wouldn't worry about it too much, but there is definitely readings coming off it, which is a bit of a concern.
Correct, so we've got really high ratings, so it means that there must have been something there before.
Yeah.
So it's not being used on this trip, so we can't really do anything with it now. So he'll be on his way.
It's actually come back negative, so there's nothing of interest in the bag. So we can't really, he can't explain why the bag has come up positive for the iron scan reading of methamphetamine. You can pack everything back in there now.
So it's good now?
It's good now. So didn't find anything in there, so got nothing to worry about there. So we're satisfied that the passenger is not concealing anything within his bag today, and he's not carrying anything on his person. So he'll be now free to go. Thanks for your patience. Exit's just there. Thank you.
But in a dramatic turn of events, he was later arrested by the Australian Federal Police in an operation targeting a suspected drug syndicate. He was involved in the importation of 8 kilograms of methamphetamine in a shipment of paint with a street value of $8 million. He is now serving 8 years in prison.
X-ray's clear to go.
Okay.
Using a mobile X-ray unit, Customs and Border Protection officers in Sydney have X-rayed this roll of fabric and detected a possible concealment.
That's definitely suspect, that area there.
But very uneven, not what I was expecting from just a roll with some material over it.
You can see quite clearly the difference in densities. So that indicates that there's some type of concealment within that. So the only way that we can really determine that further is to unroll the outer layer here, expose what's on the inside, which appears to be a hard cardboard type of roll, and then check that roll out.
But first, Officer Terry wants to get a better idea of what contraband may be contained in the rolls.
I've called our dog unit. They're going to attend and run their dogs over the concealment to see if we get a reaction. It's another form of technology that we use.
If the dog sits, it could be an indication that narcotics are present.
And the only way to determine if that is actually the case and what it is to conduct more intensive type of testing. So I've organised my team to take the roll back to another location and we'll do those tests.
It is the cardboard core of the roll of fabric that officers believe is suspect.
You notice that straight away, there's a layering effect on the cardboard. That suggests to me that this may have been tampered with.
Once the cardboard roll is exposed, officers notice more evidence that something is not right.
Well, what you can do, you can actually, when you run your hand along, you can feel the bumps in it. So what it appears to be is one large sheet of paper, or thin paper, rolled end over end over end over end to get it to this thickness. So what I'm suspecting is that the concealment is probably layered within one of these layers.
I'm digging in quite deep here, so this is quite a sophisticated concealment. Hello, look. That definitely shouldn't be there. This is quite a sophisticated concealment. Hello, look. There's some masking tape. It looks like a bit of off-white powdery substance in there. Can you see that?
Yeah. This is actually quite deep. It's quite deep
Very
within the roll.
deep, yeah.
I reckon we can use some technology and find out what that is.
That's what we want.
Right, away you go.
Let's test this in the hazmat.
The hazmat is programmed to detect and identify a number of illegal substances.
We'll place that on the surface. Cocaine hydrochloride. That's a very good, strong reading.
Cocaine it is.
Yep.
To be sure, officers decide to carry out one more narcotics test.
The pink sits on top of the blue. So that's what I say we've got here. We've got coke in the roll.
Great day's work, yeah. It's a tremendous result all around. Quite a difficult detection.
The package will now be handed over to the Australian Federal Police for further investigation.
Good boy, find it.
Today, a dog has had a reaction to this package from Syria, and now officers will need to investigate further.
The dog handler has had a very strong positive dog reaction to this particular parcel, and he's asked that we x-ray it on his behalf to see if we can see any anomalies in the x-ray images of the contents of the box.
The consignment note says the box contains 2 carpets.
They look like rolls of carpet or rugs.
There's differences in the density of the product. The tubular lines here don't go all to the end. That's the part that concerns me. It'd be worth having a look at.
The X-ray is inconclusive. Officers take the box to a testing room for a closer look.
Yep.
I can't see anything immediately obvious, but it does feel very thick.
Nothing in the seam here.
But on closer inspection, officers notice something looks suspicious.
In the carpet.
We can see there's something shining underneath in between the weave in the fabric here. Doesn't seem to be anything impregnated in the actual fibres themselves. So probably the best bet, now we'll go back out and re-x-ray it and just see if we can ascertain what those, looks like plastic is underneath there. Should be all right? Yep. Run that through.
As the rug passes through the X-ray, officers get the clearer picture they need.
That's unusual, the way the lengths don't run the full width of the carpet. I think we should cut into this and try and work out why the lines are of a regular length.
Yeah. Customs and Border Protection officers return to the testing room to take another look at the carpet. But before identifying what may be causing the irregular lines, Officer Paul makes an alarming discovery.
I've got 2 more boxes of similar sort of stuff that have shown up on X-ray. You might like to have a look at.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. If all 3 boxes are found to contain narcotics, it will be a huge haul.
It looks similar, doesn't it?
Yeah. The contents of all 3 boxes will need to be inspected to determine if they are concealing narcotics.
I've just cut into the back of this carpet and it's revealed that there are white plastic tubes, straw-like tubes full of what looks to be white powder underneath the weave of the carpet. And as I dig into one of these plastic tubes, I'm pulling a lot of white powder out of there. See the powder there on the tip of the knife?
Given the size of the carpet and the X-ray image indicator that runs from, from side to side, the whole length, 2 carpets, it's going to be quite a significant amount, I'd suggest.
The carpet is loaded with thick tubes of white powder. Officers run an itomizer test to identify if this substance is narcotics.
Looks like we've got an alarm for cocaine.
In total, 3 boxes containing 4 rugs, all concealing thick tubes of cocaine, are identified.
It's good, seeing all the tools and customs working together and having a significant find. So it feels like we're doing our job, earning our pay for the day.
The boxes will now be handed to the Australian Federal Police for further investigation.